A very delighted morning to everybody. I'm Amni Solanki from 11th Humanities of SSCM Senior Secondary School, Neemach. I'm here to speak on the topic of great warriors of Bharat. Starting with ancient warriors, Chandragupta Maurya. The Chandragupta Maurya was the ruler who established Mauryan Empire in 321 BCE. He had a war with Dhanananda, the ruler of Nanda dynasty, which he won under the guidance of Acharya Chanakya, and centralized administration system and Arthashastra. He also had a war with Seleucus Nicator, the Greek ruler, which he won and established one of the greatest empire of India, the Mauryan Empire. His grandson, Ashoka the Great, had a famous Kalinga war, which were devastated by the casualties and eventualities. He took a back step and adopted the path of Dhamma, inspired by Gautama Buddha. The next ruler is Krishna Dev Raya, the ruler of Vijayanagar Empire, of Pallava dynasty. The capital of his empire was Hampi, where he built the famous Vithala temple. He was also known as Ardhabhoja because he was a patron of art, literature, science and culture and poets. Now, in 1520, he had a battle of Raichur, where he crushed Bijapur's army and secured Deccan frontier, despite many odds. Now, talking about the next ruler, Peshwa Bajirao I, the ruler of Maratha Empire who never lost even a single battle in his lifetime. In 1728, he fought the Battle of Palkhed, where he defeated the Nizam of Hyderabad. In 1738, he had a campaign in Bhopal where he defeated the Nizam and the Mughals. He also raided Delhi that year. Now, talking about next and one of the bravest female warrior India had, Rani Lakshmibai. Born as Manikarnika Tambe, she became the queen of Jhansi after marrying Maharaja Gangadhar Rao in 1842. She became widow at a very young age in 1853 and faced British annexation under doctrine of lapse, which led her to be a major part of 1857 revolution, where she fought with her adopted son on her back. She died in 1858, but she gave a famous slogan, I won't give my Jhansi, translated as मैं अपनी झांसी नहीं दूंगी. There are many other examples of such great ancient warriors. In essence, Samudragupta, Raja Chola I, Maharana Pratap, Chhatrapati Shivaji, Purushottam or Porus, who fought with Alexander the Great. Now start talking about the modern warriors. Bhagat Singh. He was a prominent revolutionary freedom fighter in Indian independence struggle, to be precisely. He witnessed Jallianwala Bagh massacre at a very young age and got inspired by radicalist and anarchist ideologies. In 1928, along with his two companions, Sukhdev and Rajguru, he killed British officer John Saunders in retaliation of Lala Lajpat Rai's death. In 1921, along with his friends Batukeshwar, he bombed the Central Legislative Assembly of Bombay, which eventually led British officers to get him executed on 23rd March 1931, which is now observed as Martyrs' Day or Shahid Divas. Now, the second warrior of modern India was Subhash Chandra Bose. Subhash Chandra Bose never fought physically, but he always played with mind. Subhash Chandra Bose was a prominent Indian freedom fighter in Indian independence struggle. In 1942, in 1943, he formed the Indian National Army with the help of Japan during World War II, which fought alongside Japanese forces against Britishers in Burma which is now said as Myanmar. He also declared the provincial government of independent India, which is Azad Hind government, in 1943 in Singapore. Now, he gave the slogan, give me blood and I will give you freedom, which is now translated as, तुम मुझे खून दो मैं तुम्हें आजादी दूंगा. It is said that he died in 1945, but there are many circulated stories about him, such as of Gumnam Baba. Now, the next warrior is Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel was also a prominent freedom fighter in Indian independence struggle. He was a part of famous Kheda Satyagraha and Bardoli Satyagraha. He also had been integrating over 560 princely states in India after Indian independence, such as Junagadh, Kashmir or Hyderabad. He became the first Deputy Prime Minister and Home Minister of independent India. And to honor him as a tribute, the Indian government has made a Statue of Unity, the world's tallest statue, which is made in Gujarat, India. Now, talking about the next warrior, Sam Manekshaw. Sam Manekshaw was one of India's most celebrated military leader. Sam Manekshaw, in 1943, he served in Indian military, Indian National Army in Burma. In 1965's Indian-Pakistan War, he was the chief of Indian Army staff, and his most defining moment came in 1971 Indian-Pakistan War, where under his leadership, over 90,000 Pakistani soldiers surrendered in East Pakistan, now which is known as Bangladesh, and it is considered as one of world's biggest military victory. He became the first Field Marshal of independent India in 1973, and he became the first Field Marshal of independent India in 1973, and which is now the highest rank of Indian military. There are many other examples of such modern warriors. In essence, Chandrasekhar Azad, Tantia Bhil, Mangal Pandey, Major Somnath Sharma, Vikram Batra. But I would like to specifically mention about Shivangi Singh. Shivangi Singh is the first and only female Rafale pilot India have. She was also the part of Operation Sindoor, which happened in May this year. On this note, I would like to end this presentation. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.